When I asked our spiritual superstars years ago what the first topic for our webinar should be, they said, "Nicole, we want to know how you stay so happy. In the midst of storms, trials, and tribulations, happiness is deeply embedded within me." And I'm going to share with you some tips I've learned early in life so that you can use these, apply them right now to recapture your happiness, to restore your faith, and to know that this difficult moment that you may be in is not the end of your life. It's the end of a chapter. Trials and tribulations happen to us for our benefit. And even though you may have been diagnosed with a chronic illness, you may have had stillborn births, miscarriages repeatedly back to back, you may feel like you're chronically single, I can assure you that all of those moments of rejection that you have been through in your life, guess what? You have endured. You are still here. And so the borrowed belief that we call faith is within you already because you've experienced it to get to where you are right now. Faith is the belief in something that we cannot touch right now. We feel like we haven't experienced it. It hasn't manifested. Yet, if you reach deeply within, you can feel it. How do you do that? You simply imagine. You fantasize. You pour your every bit of energy into your desired outcome. And you live in that. Whether people call it a fantasy or your imagination is of no concern to you. It is your desired outcome. And that is manifestation. Oh, honey, it hurts when you're in the in-between. It is painful that you can't give your kids what you want to give them. It is terrifying to know that you don't have a job. It is extremely painful when the one that you're in love with tells you they don't want you. They want a divorce. When the doctors tell you you've been diagnosed with an illness that they have no cure for. When they've already counted your days on earth. And I'm asking you to have faith? Yes, I am. When you've been diagnosed clinically depressed. When you feel like all hope is lost. You still have faith deeply embedded within you. Because those things that you've endured before, somehow you've gotten through. Somehow you've made it to this point right now. And even if today feels extremely difficult, you still made it. So what I want you to do is, what I've done is borrowed from my past. See, your past is not to be totally forgotten. We just don't live there anymore. We respect it for what it is. Behind us. We are in front of it. And we respect it because we went through it. We endured. Oh, it gave us all it had, didn't it? I mean, it tested us. Whew, we didn't think we would make it. But we did. You made it. And though you're in another test, you are to borrow from what you went through in your past. And you are to look at who you were then and how you made it through. And so you might say, well, I don't even know how I made it. That was faith. That was vulnerability. That was humility. And that was letting go and letting God. You were wide open and you listened. Because if you can say, I don't know how I made it through, then it wasn't totally you. You leaned up against something Therefore, you exercised faith. You believed in something that was not visible through your human eyes. You exercised faith. You believed. And that's the same thing that you have to do now, is you have to believe. And so let's say that you cannot even go back to your past. Then you borrow belief from someone else. Borrow it from me. Borrow it from someone that you trust, that you believe in, that you admire. Borrow it from someone who has shared their testimony and how they got through a tough time in their life. Borrow their belief. And then go totally in. Get the vision. Get very clear on how you want your life to look once you step out of this trial and tribulation, this time that's trying you in your life. Do that now. Right now. How do you want your life to look? Make it clear. Make that vision as plain as day, because you're going to be living it one day. How do you look? I know you're smiling. Who's there with you? They're happy to be there. Is it a sunny day? What kind of car is there? Is it yours? Are you being driven around? Are you driving it yourself? Are you at home? Your new beautiful home? Is it a mansion? Is it a summer home? Is it a new investment property? Are you at the closing table? Are you hopping on a jet to Italy? What are you doing? Are you opening up a new location to your business? A franchise even? What are you doing? Now, how does it feel? Yes, take that deep breath in. It is spontaneous, and that is how you know you're doing it right. When your human gives you that sigh of relief that you have given them a vision to move towards, a vision that is the opposite of what your human is feeling and experiencing in the current circumstances of your life. That is giving your human hope. That is exercising belief. That is letting go, letting God. That vision is faith. The action of bringing your human into it and allowing your human to exhale inside of that vision is how you stay happy moving through this trial and tribulation. Is that faith. I hope that I have helped you today. Repeat this throughout your day. Go to sleep doing this exact exercise. Feel it and pay attention. Be cognizant of how it relaxes your human. Because see, when you give your human something to believe in, your human will respond. The stress will subside. Your human will see which way to go, because your spiritual guidance will then come through, and your human will not ignore it. Comment down below and let me know if I've helped you today.